Welcome to John Sports Channel. Welcome back. And I have had a holiday, haven't I? I've had a week off. Naughty me. How can I have a week off? I suddenly decided I'm having the weekend off. I'm going somewhere. And unfortunately, there was zero internet. Um, Absolutely awful. How could I do such a thing? How could I do such a thing? I'm actually going to get rid of that. We may need a little bit of power onto our tablet here because it seems to be um, just not playing up right there. Oh, I'd done that one to be honest, but we didn't get that, so we shall put that one in there. So I had a break. I do apologise. I'm sure my Barnsley friend was thinking, where is he? So we're going to be. I'm going to have Rotherham United over there. For once, I'm going with my own team. I don't usually do that, but we shall. I shall explain it. Well, I'll explain it now. 2 weeks ago, we could have won our first away game in 655 days. So now it's about, another 14 days on, isn't it? Hell, I mean, how can a team not win for nearly 2 years away from home? Rotherham, it's Charlton versus Rotherham. So we shall see whether we can win. Oh, my nose is going mad. We'll see if we manage to get anywhere at all, because it's going to be very difficult. We're going to go through the League One first. So it's going to be interesting because I know nothing about. I do. I know a little bit about League Two, but not an awful lot of the sides. So it's going to be an interesting look. So first of all, we go down. We go through Barnsley versus Bristol Rovers. Now, I don't know if our Barnsley friend is in. If our Barnsley friend is in, then we haven't got full. Where's the? I'm going to have to go on that one. Sky Sports are awful, aren't they? Nope. Well, that's rubbish. So we'll go in through via the Bet365 instead. Oh dear, it's not going to be as easy, is it? No, I can't get the lineup. That's annoying. Can't get the Barnsley lineup. Let's see if we can get the Rotherham lineup. Yeah, I can get the Rotherham lineup. Can't get the Barnsley lineup at the minute. So Rotherham, Charlton have Mannion at the back with Alex Mitchell, Jones, and Gillespie in defence. Oh wow, they go for a midfield straight of Ramsey, Doherty, Connor Coventry. Wow, Berry and Small, Adami and Matt Godden. Oh wow, old heads at the front. So that's quite a strong central bit. And I'm sort of worried. I'm actually quite happy about that because I think for them, they're really strong down the middle. But Rotherham last week played to their abilities really well instead of just lobbing it down the middle. And I think Charlton are expecting us to lob it down the middle. Their strength is in the middle. We have been lobbing it down the middle. But last week we won 2-1 against Huddersfield because we didn't. We played it. We actually played it. We actually played football. My God. And we played it down the sides. And let's just see if we're going to be doing that here. Oh dear. I know we do play him there, but not quite often. Oh dear, how do we change this? I'm not gonna try and change it 'cause I think right, Dylan Phillips in goal. We've got Odoffin, Humphreys, McCart, and James, and then we've got Rafferty, Kelly, Powell, um, Wilkes supporting Nombe and Clark Harris. The only trouble, yeah, I think that's probably Malik Wilkes tends to take sort of a floating roll across the wings and sort of pop it in. So I'm hoping that we do the same thing. I can see how looking at that that Charlton are thinking it's down the middle. It isn't. It's been last game. It was around the outside. So we shall see. That could be quite an interesting tussle. So that's two of the three in League One. The other one is Wrexham versus Shrewsbury. Now, Wrexham Shrewsbury. We have got for Wrexham, we've got a Conquo at the back again, and they've really gone defensive here. Barnett, Cleworth, O'Connell, O'Connor, and McLean along the back. So really strong five across the back. Wing backs pushing up down the side. Ollie Rathbone, Dodson, and Lee. So that's a really strong. Obviously, Rotherham's Ollie Rathbone, who can play excellently, but can be a bit can't be bothered sometimes. He certainly was not bothered last year or the beginning of this year. And Marriott and Palmer up front. And then for Shrewsbury, we've got Savin at the back, Bloxham, Feeney, and Sala. Benning. Not a bad back line, really. And then across midfield, staggered Castledine, Winchester, Galid, Ojo, and Shipley. That's actually not too bad. That's actually not too bad. I'm surprised. Wrexham's side is a lot better, or can be a lot better than what I thought. And Lloyd up front. So I don't know if they got the firepower, but I think they could do a reasonable job there. So we shall wait and see, because it's going to be interesting. I think Wrexham have the push on that, but I just don't see much from the. I see a possibility from the Shrewsbury side. Oh, we've now got the Barnsley information. So Barnsley's just come in. So Barnsley have Slanina at the back. We've got a back four of Gavini, Pines, Roberts, and Earl. We've got a floater of Craig, and then we've got a sort of mid of Cotter, Phillips, Connell, and Keeler Dunn, and Cosgrove up front. So let's see if they start well, and let's see if they finish well, because as my esteemed viewer from Barnsley keeps saying, that's their worst points at the minute, the start and the end. They're playing a Bristol Rovers side who are inept. I'm sorry, but it was awful. It was dreadful at Rotherham. He's part of this 2 years without an away win, and he tries to get. Taylor always tries to get a zero goals in conceded attitude away from home. I can't see him doing that at Barnsley, and I think they could be on a hiding to nothing. But Bristol Rovers, Griffiths, and then they've got Moore, Wilson, and Mola, and then they've got a midfield of Thomas, McCormick, Grant Ward, Garrett, and Bilongo, and then up front Omacherry and Sotino. So I still think Barnsley can. They're either going to make a killing here, or they're just going to make it so difficult for themselves that it could be just a one goal either way. I'm not going to rule Bristol Rovers out. He's turned the fans towards him, and that could be quite critical, especially with it being an away game. So that's going to be quite interesting. And then we go into League Two, and we go to Barrow Swindon. We'll have to do these as hopefully we've got the teams for these. So I'm not very good at these. If anybody is on from League Two, then please shout up and tell me that I've got it wrong. Please, I need it. So we'll start with Barrow versus Swindon. Barrow, Farman at the back, and Eccleston, Vassal, Canavan, Jackson, and then in midfield we've got Newby, Gops, Spence, Campbell, and Kuyate, and then up front we've got Jerigana. So Swindon, Bycroft at the back. We've got Wright, Grant Hall, and Frecklington. So decent back line. Midfield: King, Clark, Kilkenny, Butterworth, and Kane, and up front Shimanga and Harry Smith. So that's interesting. From the formats, that could be quite a challenge. That's almost sort of Swindon had just, I think, got that little edge on up front from that, I would say, but we'll see. So second in line, we have Bradford versus Carlisle. So Bradford versus Carlisle fans. We start with Bradford, 3-5-2, Sam Walker in the net, Debate, Byrne, and Kelly. And then across midfield, we have Halliday, Walker, Richard Smallwood, Adore, and Wright. And up front, we've got Andy Cook and Sanderson. And then for Carlisle, we have Lewis in goal. Oh, a back five. They really are trying to stop those goals going in, aren't they? Davis, Biggins, Thomas, Mellish, and Ben Williams. So actually, it's not too bad if it works. And they got Vila, Jones, and Neil in midfield. And up front, Sadi and White. That's interesting. And then I think they've sort of Bradford's probably got the edge on that one. But can Carlisle's defence really hold out? Maybe. Cheltenham versus Harrogate, and you'd expect Cheltenham. I would be expecting Cheltenham to win this one, but let's have a look. Cheltenham, Evans at the back with Stubbs, Bennett, and Bradbury, and then we've got in midfield Payne, Young, Pett, Sona, and Haynes, and Dulson and Taylor up front. Matty Taylor, wow, not the Matty Taylor. And then Harrogate, we've got Belshaw in goal, Moon, O'Connor, and Gibson. Midfield of Sims, Dooley, Cornelius, Sutton, and Taylor. And up front, Daly and Follering. Right, I won't be following them. Oh, dearie me. I'm sorry about that, guys. Wipe that one off. I'll delete it. That's actually 50-50, isn't it, that one? That really is quite 50-50. Chesterfield versus Grimsby. There you go, Chesterfield. Boot in goal with a back four of Tanton, Naylor, Grimes, and Gordon. Staggered mid of Markanday, Banks, Dobra, Oldaka, and Berry, and then Will Grigg up front. Wow, yes, of course, Will Grigg. Yes, I know it's about to start. Grimsby have Wright at the in goal. They have Warren, Rogers, McJanet, and Hume. And then they have a floater of McCochran. And then they have a midfield of Svan Torsen, Green, Curry, and Vernam. And then Danny Rose up front. So actually, that's actually not too bad, is it? That's not too bad. they may give Chesterfield a run for their money there. Colchester Bromley. Colchester, we have Mackey at the back. We have Hunt, Flanagan, Landolo, and we have a Reed in the sort of floating role. And then we have Egbo. All right, okay, that's where Egbo is. And Mandela Egbo. Bishop, Payne, Anderson, David, and Lyle Taylor. Bromley have Smith in goal with Grant, Webster, and Topalodge. That's where I hope people were in here telling me what the bloody names are. Midfield of Imre, Charles, Arthurs, Adatoyo, and up front we have a 10 of Whiteley, and then Cheek and Dinanga up front. So Bromley actually seem to be more in your face attacking, whereas Colchester are more sort of trying to sort of get it round the sides from that formation at least. Crewe versus Morecambe. So Crewe have Marshall at the back, Knight, Level, Dementnu, and Williams in defence. Cooney, Sanders, Thomas, and Conway across midfield. We then have Tracy and Tabiner with Hemmings in direct attack. So 3, 2 supporting, 1 striker. So what have we got for? Oh, these are the ones that this is similar to the last game. So Morecambe are trying to play it round the side, I think, and cross it in. Stuart Moore in goal, Hendry, Williams, Scott Stott, and Tutonda. A staggered mid of Edwards, Songo, McAdam, Jones, and Slew, and up front Lee Angle. So we'll see which one works. And if it works the same in both those games, that'll be quite interesting. So that might be a Colchester and Crewe game, may take the same sort of shape. Doncaster Gillingham. We have Doncaster with Sharman Lowe in goal, Sterry, Anderson, McGrath, Fleming, and then staggered mid of Molyneux, Bailey, Clifton, Westbrook, and Gibson, and Billy Sharp up front. And Billy Sharp's been doing really well. It shows you it's not about age, is it? It really isn't. It's about ability. And Billy Sharp certainly had the ability. Why he went to the US, I have no idea. It's far better here in the UK, even if he does go to Doncaster. Gillingham, Morris at the back, Hutton, Oggy, and Clark. And then we've got they're trying to rule midfield here. Nolan, Coleman, Lapsley, Little, and Clark. So that's going to be an interesting fight in the mid. And then Wiley and Hawkins up front. So that's actually, and a lot of people are saying Gillingham are actually doing really, really well. And I just wonder if this is possibly going to be quite a game. I'm just trying to think what I put down for that. I actually put a 1-1 with a possible Doncaster win, but looking at that, I don't know. That Gillingham side looks pretty ominous in the midfield. We shall see. So that was quite an interesting one. I've not the sort of make-up Doncaster and Gillingham I expected. So that's going to be one to watch. MK Dons versus Walsall now. If you want your side reading out, then please put your team in the chat and we'll go for it. We're near the end now. Milton Keynes Dons versus Walsall with MK Dons, McGill, and then in the back we have Tripp, Offord, and Maguire. So that's quite a good. They kept a good defence through the drop through the leagues. Midfield of Nemain, Evans, Kelly and Tomlinson, and then they've got a three up front, two supporting, Lee and Gilby, and then Callum Hendry up front as a lone striker with two supporters. So they're sort of trying to get it through the middle with a look of that. And then Walsall are, that's an odd looking. I don't know if that's going to work against that. Walsall, Hornby at the back, Okabu, Williams, and Allen in defence, and then we've got straight five in mid of Barrett, Hall, Stirk, Jellis, and Weir, and Nathan Lowen, Jack Ehring up front. I'm just looking at that. A 3-4-2-1 against a 3-5-2. Let's see how that one works. I don't. What are your thoughts on that one? I just prefer the. I don't know. I prefer Milton Keynes 3-4-2-1 setup on that. And they're at home. Although that stadium gets awfully it's awfully empty. It's so massive that the crowd's not just fill a percentage of it. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think. What did I put on here? See, I put Walsall to win 2-1 in my prediction video, but I'm sort of. I don't know. I did actually think Walsall could actually slaughter them 4-1. I'm not quite sure now. They're going to have to really do that. That midfield's going to really have to do some work. Newport versus Port Vale. We have the lineups there. Yep. Newport with Townsend in goal. We have a 5 across the back of McLaughlin, Evans, Jameson, Brennan, and Glennon. And then mid of Kemwa, Morris, and Waldig. And up front, we've got Baker, Richardson, and Antwi. So they're really trying to. It looks like they're trying to play out from the back, and they're against a side, Port Vale, that are actually trying to. They're trying to take the front foot from the midfield here, and they got 5 in midfield. So Port Vale with Ripley at the back in the net, and then Cover, Hall, Deborah, and John along the defence, and then a staggered mid of Tolaj, Byers, which George Byers, Crislet, Ganti, and Baker Boerty, and then up front Jaden Stockley. Wow, I think. Yeah, where did I put? I put 3-2 on this. Newport 3, Port Vale 2. I might not be far wrong. I might not be far wrong with those two sides. I could actually see that. I could actually see that being not too far off. It might be the wrong way round. It might be 2-3 rather than 3-2, but I don't think I'll be far off. I don't know what you think, but that's going to be that. I think that Newport game could be quite high scoring. 6 minutes to go. We're getting into the time for a quick. Oh, in fact, that's it. The last one's Tranmere, but that's actually postponed. So we've been through all the team news. If you want your team news reading out, then just tell me. What we tend to do is I've actually got. For once, and this is the first time I've done it, I've got my team on the side. So it's Charlton, Rotherham, because Rotherham haven't won away now for 669 days. It's nearly 2 years. So we're sort of our fans haven't actually seen an away win for nearly 2 years. So we managed to play football last week, which was rather a surprise because. We've played Evans' style of just lob it down the middle and try and chase the ball, and it just hasn't worked. Dreadful. It's just been absolutely awful. I'm we can't win for toffee. And then all of a sudden, I thought last week I actually put a bet on Rotherham losing 4-0 at home to Huddersfield, and we're going to win it 2-1 and play football for once. And it sounds like Evans is going to play football this time instead of and let the players play how they can play, rather than saying just lob it down the middle and see if Clark Harris can get his head to it. If he reneges and goes back to that, then we're dead. We're going to get slaughtered. I really can see a 4-0. But if we don't, then we can actually play football if we actually try. But it's will Evans try and play football, or will he lob it up and do what he usually does? So do stay with us. We're going to have a 4-minute wait now for the start of the games. Barnsley was quite late there with putting the lineups on. So it'd be interesting to see the Barnsley result, because I think Barnsley is one of those sides that, I mean, I don't know whether he's in, but our Barnsley supporter that comes on now and again, and I do apologise for being on holiday last week, by the way. Like he says, they do awful in the first 10 minutes, and then they do awful in the last 15, 20 minutes of the game. And in the middle, they play really well. But they seem to be press the destruct button on either side of either side of the game. They play destruct. Oh, which bit shall we press the destruct button in, Dunk? And I mean, they were 2-0 up against Northampton, weren't they? They drew 2-2, and you're like, how on earth did they manage to lose that lead? And I was like, and our Barnsley supporter was on, and it was. Again, we've done it again. We're like, what are we doing? But they've won 2 games. One against Sheffield United it's in the cup, but Barnsley and Sheffield United are extremely close. Really good derby. That would have got their fans really into this season, and the next win, the win after that. Yeah, I think they're probably now thinking, yeah, we could do something here. And they made, I believe, 2 late transfer window business opportunities. And I think, yeah, they're starting to show that, yeah, perhaps they can turn it round and not press the self-destruct button. Barnsley at the minute are in 7th with 7 points. Yeah, they'd have to win 4-0, but they could be top of the league. However, Wrexham are playing, and they'd have to rely on Wrexham losing. But Wrexham are against Shrewsbury. You wouldn't be betting against Wrexham on that, would you? Not really. I mean, yeah, Wrexham, they've not lost yet. Shrewsbury's only won 1, but they have actually played really well. Shrewsbury have actually played quite well. I've been quite impressed by them, and I don't really. I mean, 3-0 against Orient last time. It was actually, and I know it was at home, but it was like that was actually a good result for them, and I think they played really well. And their 2 prior to that were cup games. So one before that was cup game against Bolton, and there's no, yeah. Win Bolton and Huddersfield League One the week before, and you're thinking, yeah, they're good sides, and sides such as Shrewsbury, they're always going to struggle against the top sort of 6-7 sides in the league. A week before that, it was Fulham under 21s. Well, I'd expect them to probably lose that. And then the week before that, it was Peterborough at home. Well, they lost that. Well, again, we're talking the top sides. So the only side that they could have won was probably the week before in the Carabao Cup, which was Notts County. So you can see why they're at the bottom. And I don't think Shrewsbury have really had the chance to show how good they are. And we need to now start to think about setting things on here. So we'll go into my Barnsley, nothing up. So Wrexham has now started, and some of the games. Let's get that one going first. Oh, no, I didn't want that one. I wanted that one.
Pushing up for a playoff place already. Saturday,
so we'll wait for the Rotherham game to start on that. So what else do we have going?
For the campaign with last weekend's victory over Huddersfield.
So
but not one of the away game since November 2022. Both sides made just a single change. Matty Godden comes in for Charles.
So Barnsley at the minute not started. Wrexham and Shrewsbury have started.
That it like a 3-5-2 with Mannion the goalkeeper, Gillespie, Jones, and Mitchell at the back. Small, Berry, Coventry, Doherty, and Ramsey in midfield with Godden and Yaya up front. I thought 3-1-2 for Rotherham by the looks of it. Phillips the goal.
League 2, we have Barrows, Swindon have started. We have Bradford, Carlisle started. Cheltenham started. Has anybody not started? Everyone. Notts County, Accrington. Notts County, Accrington. So Notts County, Accrington are still to kick off. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go into Milton Keynes, Walsall. Come on. Tell me who you spot, and I'll go straight, and I'll go and have a look at yours. On Bet365 as I'm watching Rotherham. Rotherham not started yet. What have we got? Walsall are at the minute in the attack. Oh, they've lost it in their own defence to Tomlinson. But low, got a bit of a ping pong ball there. Maguire goes out and it's a throw in to Milton Keynes on their left, but they lose it to Williams. Williams and Maguire seem to be having a tussle on that far side because the ball doesn't seem to get any further than the far side of the pitch. Maguire, can he do something? Right, forward, tries a forward ball, but Jelly's. So at the minute, Milton Keynes are trying to pass it down that left-hand side, but Walsall are doing a damn good job at stopping it on that left. So as soon as they try passing it forward, it doesn't go any further. So Kelly's pushes it. Maguire now on the left again. Let's see what he does. He tends to push it forward. This time it's worked, and he's got Hendry, but he's passed it all the way back. So it looks like that's the plan from Milton Keynes. Milton Keynes are playing it down the left-hand side. I assume at some point they'll pass it down the right. We'll just wait and see if they do. Because at the minute, it doesn't look like they're going to. And we have a goal in League 2. We have a goal in League 2. Drum roll, please. The first goal of the day, and it is in the Bradford game, and it's Bradford 1. And Carlisle 0. So we have our first goal of the day. As Championship are really not kicking off. Come on, Championship, get kicked off. There's only the Wrexham game going. Let's come out as Walsall definitely are heavily in defence now. The Walsall are defending. Milton Keynes, actually, they've only gone down the right, their left-hand side so far. They've not tried the right. They're constantly using Gilby and Maguire to try and feed it down the left. But Walsall at the minute are holding up. And Walsall are doing a damn good job at tackling down down their right-hand side. So let's just go to the Bradford game because that's now 5 minutes in and it's 1-0 to Bradford. And it's Cook that's got the goal there. So Andy Cook on 2 minutes. So Andy Cook on 2 minutes. Let's put him up here.
3 of their 4 games played and are pushing up for a playoff place already.
We'll put him up. Why not?
And he could end the afternoon top of the table.
I usually get a load of goals, and it's impossible to do something like that. Just yeah, don't remind me. We've not won an away game since November 2022, and it was about the 6th of November as well. So anyway, let's have a look at that. So Carlisle have had a shot, not a very good one. So Bradford have a goal kick. Let's have a look at the stats for that then. At the minute, it's 1 shot each, 1 shot on target, 1 goal for Bradford, 1 shot off target for Carlisle. 60% possession to Carlisle, believe it or not. So Carlisle are actually in the ascendancy they're also on the ascendancy on the dangerous attacks. It's Carlisle 5 dangerous attacks and Bradford 0, and yet Bradford have scored. So Bradford are actually winning against the run of play there, which is quite amazing. I remember putting that. I'm sure I put Bradford in. We put Bradford, Carlisle. Yeah, I put Bradford 2-1 to Bradford 2-2, something like that. Oh, we have a second goal, and again it's League 2 in fact. And it's at Newport, where it is now Newport 0, believe it or not, Port Vale 1. So 7 minutes in, and we have 2 goals. Shall we find out who scored it? Let's have a look at who scored it. Oh, that's not very good. Something's happened there. Stockley's scored for Port Vale, but Newport County have had to make a substitution. McLaughlin's already come off on 5 minutes, and they've had to replace him with Sanka. So something has obviously happened down there on 5 minutes. Let's have a look. There's no more on that, but let's have a look on here. Let's see if I can find anything from the. Yeah, he's got injured. So he got injured. Yeah, it's not saying who. He got. McLaughlin got injured on 3 minutes, and he was taken off and substituted on 5. So that's not looking good. That's something that they don't need at that point, is it? Newport doing so well, and yet getting a critical injury there is not a good timing. So go back. So we have got 2 games. I want to try and get the league, the championship. So the strange thing is, we've got Barnsley started, we've got Wrexham started, but my game, the Rotherham one, hasn't started yet. So 10 past and it's not started. So let's go to Barnsley, as Bristol Rovers are now attacking down the middle. Yeah, down the middle. Garrett, Belongo, Garrett down the left-hand side. Strange, they usually go straight down the middle. But back to Griffiths. Moore, City on the right-hand side. So now Bristol Rovers are trying to flicker it down by either side. They're trying to do a sort of lower championship style down. They'll probe down one side, then probe down the other, which is not what Matt Taylor's used to. Matt Taylor's used to just putting a blockade up away and just lobbing it down the middle and hoping somebody gets it. But it's working for a minute. They've got Bristol Rovers have a throw in right on near the corner flag on their right hand side. And we're going to take it. Ooh, she takes it short. Bristol Rovers, Thomas kicks it to Moore, crosses it to Belongo, and Belongo has a chance, but Selenina manages to get a foot to it and kicks it to Cotter. Can they do a break for Barnsley? Can Barnsley break at that point? He gives it to Keeler Dunn. Keeler Dunn now gives it to Erland. Oh, Cotter has an immediate shot on target, but it's pushed away. And Cotter nearly from one end of the pitch to the other in probably a minute or so, and Barnsley nearly got the leading goal there. So that's not doing too well for them. At least they're not capitulating in the first couple of minutes, because that's what they tend to do. Just go quickly down the scores. I think we've still got the same scores. Yeah. Asked me to log in. Thank you very much. So we'll stick with that just in case. Something has obviously gone wrong with the actual game logistics, because that is not usual. Rotherham has still not started, and we're on we're on 15 minutes late, so that's not good.
Just about there, and it's very
warm. Are we starting?
Studio commentary of the League One clash between Charlton and Rotherham. A bit of a delayed start to kick off.
See why?
Underway is Jack.
Yay, we're underway.
In the
right, go for it.
Entertaining game. Nathan Jones, Steve Evans.
So let's look at Wrexham. Wrexham versus Shrewsbury.
Game from both sides.
Right, Shrewsbury now. Now, this is one where I didn't think Shrewsbury would have a hope in hell against Wrexham, but they have been playing really well, and they've been playing all the top teams. So let's see how they can do against a side that is flying and doesn't look like it's going to get stopped anytime soon. So Wrexham have a throw-in in their own half, but they lose it to Lloyd in a dangerous position. Lloyd now. Well, Lloyd can put it. Lloyd's had a long shot. And it looks like it's kicked away, and Cleworth can try and build for Wrexham. Dobson in the middle, centre circle. Dobson pass it to the left for O'Connor. McLean up the left-hand side. These are definitely playing championship football, these. Dobson, O'Connell, Dobson. They're trying to probe that right hand. They're definitely wanting to get up that left-hand side at the minute. O'Connell.
And Yaya up front. Same shape, we think, for Rotherham.
So no goals elsewhere. Oh, and they've got it straight into the box, and goal for Wrexham. It's already Wrexham 1. That was just a chance cross, and it caught Shrewsbury so far forward that no chance at all. And it's now
Coventry red shirts, white shorts, red socks, a chain strip.
Wrexham 1.
Rotherham, predominantly navy, with the sky blue on the front.
Shrewsbury 0. I hate to say this, guys, but that looks like it's going to be a whitewash. Benning has already got a yellow card for Shrewsbury on 8 minutes, which is quite strange.
Late challenge by Liam Kelly. Simon Mapper, the referee's going to play on, but he looked a naughty one, I have to say.
So they had a corner about 6 minutes ago, and it's gone back to the other end for a Shrewsbury attack, and they've nicked the ball from a throw-in, and it's come down on the left-hand side. They kept trying there down the left-hand side, crossed it, and it's straight in the net. So it looks not got a scorer on there yet.
Luke Berry, ball came into the box. A lot of work to do was going away from goal.
Sky haven't come up with that yet.
The initial challenge, it was the pace he came in with.
So they're miles behind as usual. We don't expect Sky to be on time, do we? What stupid person. Why fancy thinking Sky will be on time? I keep it up. I mean, like, we might as well keep Sky on. We're like, but it's not as good as looking at. So we're 16 minutes 40 seconds into the Wrexham game, and it's now 8-1 on for Wrexham, 18-1 against Shrewsbury. Let's go back into League One, into League Two. Sorry. And let's just make sure we've not missed any goals, and we shall go. We're going into Notts County Accrington because that's the last game to start in League Two. And Notts County, they just nicked the ball back. Platt, Macari, pass it forward to McGoldrick. McGoldrick loses it to Batty. Batty now down the left-hand side for Accrington because it's a Walton. Batty again, 1-2 with Batty. Batty now trying to get through the Notts County back line as we see Accrington Stanley try and there we go, but it's
takes over.
Free kick, I think, to Accrington by the looks of it. So at the minute, let's see who's on target there. Well, Notts County are in the ascendant. 75% play to Notts County and 25% to Accrington Stanley. So Accrington Stanley are way behind on the on the figures, but they had a really good cross from the left-hand side to the far right. In fact, they've not got it back. Quirk gets it back, and Kumbeni, just loses it to McGoldrick, and McGoldrick nicks it at the right time, and McGoldrick can come away with it. And that could have been quite dangerous. I mean, they've not had much of the ball, Accrington Stanley, but they are actually... They have actually made a pretty decent attack. Accrington Stanley, they're trying to stop Notts County's progression, and they get a yellow card for this trouble. So at the minute, it's Notts County who are on top on that one. Newport County, Port Vale, which obviously is one of our goals. So Port Vale. 1. Or have I put there? Port Vale.
I think that's what they say. Very happy to.
Port Vale are attacking down their right-hand side with Cova.
Let's
have a look at the stats. It's 61% possession to Port Vale, 22 attacks to Port Vale, 5 attacks to Newport, and 39% possession. So it's heavily into Port Vale's. Port Vale are actually the ones that are starting best with 5 shots, 1 on target, 1 goal. However, it's about shots on target, I always say, and it's 3 shots to Newport County, 1 on target.
I'm not sure, and so the referee's not happy about something. Bounced to the Moroccan striker, the 23-year-old. Is it awkward? I'm not quite sure. He's kind of quite sorted his feet out. He's only 10 yards out.
Well, Rotherham nearly let a goal in there.
I think nature of his own feet? I'm not quite sure. It definitely seems that way.
So Charlton striker fell over his own feet.
Fell his way. And he's just off balance, isn't he? All his body weight going to his left, and it was on a slight bounce, bit of rain maybe. I'm trying to think of any excuse under the sun for him. But from 7, maybe even 6 yards out from there, with no defender really closing him down, that's got to hit the back of the net. And we anticipated it, but I mean, it wasn't even close in the end, was it really, Joe? Just stumbled there, didn't he, as he went to strike the ball. Summer arrival, still chasing his first goal in a Charlton shirt. There was also a moment there where Joe Rafferty was complaining to the referee. Think about handball against Luke Berry, but we saw the replay, and Luke Berry was clearly the reason he handballed it because he was being clearly fouled by Cameron Humphreys. So maybe we'll not get too.
Oh, we have another goal. We're Notts County. Notts County. We have 2 goals. So Notts County have now scored. So it's Notts County 1. Accrington 0. So that one. Port Vale 1. Milton Keynes are now 1-up against Walsall. Now Walsall now losing. Colchester Bromley, Bradford Carlisle. We got that one, didn't we? Colchester Bromley. Something's happening there because the odds have just disappeared. Oh, it's a penalty to Bromley, and we got a penalty to Bromley. Penalty to Bromley. Let's see here. It's a penalty. They're going to take this. Let's stay while penalty is taken for Bromley.
Nice ball by Kelly, the outside of his right boot, and Rafferty can move on to it. He's got a Dolphin pushing up further than he is. Almost a free roll, underlapping centre.
Here we go. And it's a goal for Bromley. Bromley, it's now.
Right edge off the box. Teammates coming forward. He looks to try and pick one now. It's deflected almost there.
Colchester 1-0. Get the right way round, guy. Bromley 1. When we change over to our new live streaming, which will probably be next week now, we will be live streaming on a different platform, on a different software. So it'll look quite different. Hopefully a little bit more easy to report the different scores. And hopefully people will stay a little bit longer and people enjoy it. So, but we had a good time. We had 2 or 3. If people do come on, then please, don't be afraid to chat. This is all about chatting and all about getting a community. As Bromley now are trying to defend a series of Colchester attacks. They're really not wanting to lose this one. And it's not surprising. Colchester have actually got 62% possession. Bromley 38. And also, it's Colchester 5 shots, 2 on target, no goals. Bromley 4 shots, 2 on target, 1 goal. So you can't really. And three corners to Colchester, 1 to Bromley. So Colchester are in the ascendancy, but they're not winning. Not at this point. So we've done that one. Let's go for Doncaster Gillingham. This could be a good one. I think this could be. I thought this could be a really good game. Gillingham have got a throw in, I think, on the right hand side with Hutton. Oh, now it's on the left hand side. Gone straight. Whoa! Throws it, kicks it across, and Anderson gathers that one for Doncaster. So that was a nice long range shot, and we've got another goal at Newport. And it's now Newport 1. Port Vale 1. So Port Vale's lead has not lasted very long. So Port Vale have just let one in. So that's.
A defender like that when they're so high up the field and pressing on. And like
So Doncaster trying to attack.
Pressure for Rotherham.
So what have we got? We have got Notts County 1, Accrington 0.
As far as they like, really, but a little bit scrappy in the
Yeah,
play.
and we've got Port Vale, Newport 1, Port Vale 1, Milton Keynes 1, Walsall 0. We've got Colchester 0, Bromley 1, which we saw from the penalty there. But Colchester are certainly on the attack. And Doncaster are trying to get, nice cross, but it's gathered by Gillian goalkeeper there. And at the minute, at this very second in time, Doncaster are doing all the attacking. Everywhere else is 0-0 in League 2, except for Bradford 1, Carlisle 0. It's our friends from Barnsley, where are you? Our Barnsley friend, come on, you must be on somewhere. Barnsley 1, Bristol Rovers 0, and Barnsley are going to start well, but what are they going to do? As Gilliam strike, but it goes nowhere, and it will be a Doncaster goal kick. So at the minute, Doncaster are in the ascendancy. Doncaster are pushing forward. Gillingham keep doing those probing shooting runs from the back. They're certainly more pro at the minute to doing to trying to catch them on the break. And they've just lost it right in the Doncaster lost it right in the. Let's look for Chesterfield Grimsby. Chesterfield, we join it as Chesterfield has scored. I went straight in there, and Chesterfield have just scored. So Chesterfield there, as we went in, I saw the odds disappear, and it's Chesterfield 1, Grimsby 0, and Chesterfield have taken the lead. They're now 3-1 on to win, 8-1 against Grimsby. I bet you I can't get the name that soon, can we?
It was absolutely fantastic. It was absolutely brilliant towards that post. Still had a little bit of work to do. He's battling against his defender.
Get that quick. I'll never get it that quick. So Chesterfield, Bromley, Milton Keynes, the draw there. So let's actually, for once, go back into League 1. And we shall watch a couple of minutes as Charlton are absolutely way ahead. Let's have a look at these stats for this game. It's actually 50-50 on possession, which I can't believe from watching the game. You wouldn't believe it was 50-50. 2 shots each, neither on target. However, the odds are saying that they've had 12 dangerous attacks, Charlton, and 4 to Rotherham. So I think you sort of look at that and think 12 dangerous attacks for Charlton and only 2 shots. 5 dangerous attacks for Rotherham and 2 shots. So you're sort of looking and thinking, there's good, could be a good game. This could be a good game. Not one to be, I think one for the neutral rather than one for the supporter. Because at the minute, Charlton are way on top. Barnsley have managed to get that goal, and they're now winning. And it lets me see. It was Keeler Dunn, of course. Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Keeler Dunn has scored for Barnsley. And Barnsley are now 1-0 up against Bristol Rovers. Let's just follow that for a minute. Barnsley are on the right-hand side with Gavini. Back to Penny. Gives it to Gavini. Quick 1-2. He gives it to Cotter. They're still on the right-hand side. Gives it to Pines. Can you do a 1-2? No, he gives it across. Eventually gets cut out. Ward for Bristol Rovers. Bristol Rovers now can try and push that forward.
Back for a second spell in
Back with
April.
Ward. I think that's a free kick there to Ward. So Bristol Rovers will take a free kick. Colchester still haven't got back yet, and that's actually quite strange because Colchester were they were on top against Bromley. Then Bromley got that penalty, and somehow Colchester just kept on pressing, but they just haven't managed to get back in it, and it's really strange. If you actually looked at the game, you'd be thinking there's no reason why they're not back in the game. There really isn't. Chesterfield Grimsby, we joined that as Chesterfield scored. Now, let's see if it tells me who the scorer was. I went in too quick, and it was James Berry on 27 minutes for Chesterfield. So far, there's been 3 yellow cards, 1 to Grimsby and 2 to Chesterfield. Got to be careful on that.
Because it started so brightly. The ball through from Lloyd Jones was absolutely brilliant.
I think the Rotherham game's been looks quite heated at the minute, but let's see whether there's there's not passed any yellow cards out yet. I'm quite surprised because it's been quite tough. Let's say hard game, shall we say? As Barnsley have a throw in next to the corner, well, near the corner flag. Barnsley now trying to, from their right hand side, trying to perhaps throw it into the box, or will they drop it short? They tend to drop it short last time against Northampton. Let's see if they drop it short here or push it into the box. Well, just watch this as Barnsley. Oh, they've dropped it short to Cotter, kicks it in, but Belongo grabs it for Bristol Rovers and manages to kick it out, but only as far as Gavini in the centre circle. Gavini for Barnsley tries a through push, but managed to get it back, but Ward Ward passes it to Wilson, and Bristol Rovers can try and a couple of 1-2s in defence just to calm the situation down, and Moore now in defence for Bristol Rovers. Just passing it along the back. And this is what Matty Taylor likes to do. He likes to try and just make sure that you're not going to let a ball in. And they pressurise him just at the right point there, Bristol Rovers. Went down the left-hand side, whoosh. The Barnsley guy just ended up kicking it straight out because it came from nowhere. And it's a Bristol Rovers throw all of a sudden from on their left. Eventually, it's gone for Bristol Rovers throw on the right now. This one can go into the box. Now, if I know Taylor, he'll try and do a long. Oh, it's nice, doing it short to Garrett. And then Craig grabs it, but McCormick grabs it back for Rovers. And Bristol Rovers eventually get after a bit of ping pong ball, gets it back for a Barnsley throw on their own back left. So it's a little bit messy with the looks of it at Barnsley. Although Barnsley are in the lead, Bristol Rovers are certainly catching them on the break, and Barnsley don't seem to be able to cope with that sudden break. As Cosgrove grabs that, gives it to Keeler Dunny, is going into the box. Cosgrove, and it's crossed, but Griffiths grabs it. Griffiths has saved that one from the back of the net, I think. So that was a good chance there by Barnsley. Have a quick look for other goals that we may have missed. Doncaster. No, Doncaster have scored. We've missed a goal at Doncaster. We have a goal at Doncaster. Come on, I need all your help as well. You're going to have to help me. So Doncaster have now scored against Gillingham. So it's Doncaster 1, Gillingham 0. This is all about community, guys. So like, subscribe, chat away in the box, talk to each other. this is what I wanted from this. I just wanted to get people to start talking, chatting with each other. It's a community football site, and you know, I say things as they are, and often upset people. But hey, you know, I'm from the north, so that's what we tend to do. We say it as we see it as we say it as we see it, and we see it as we say it. So. Newport Port Vale, we saw that one equalise. Milton Keynes Dons are still 1-0 up. Like I said, Doncaster just, let's see who scored for Doncaster. It was, oh God, who? Yeah, right. It's obvious who it is, isn't it? Billy Sharp scores again. 30 minutes, Billy Sharp. I can't believe that guy is still going bloody strong. How old is he? I mean, he must be getting on by now. He's went across the US, didn't he? Come back again. But yeah, he's doing a good job down there. He really is. Bradford Carlisle. Bradford obviously beating Carlisle, the first goal of the day. On 2 minutes. Wrexham in League One beating Shrewsbury. And actually at the minute, Shrewsbury are trying to catch them on the break, but it looks like a whitewash to Wrexham at the minute. Barnsley is a strange one, and I've got Barnsley on Bet365 here, and Barnsley are the 1-0 up, but Bristol Rovers keep trying to attack them with breaks. Oh, he could have had a better shot there. He pushes it out with his hands, and Cosgrove is now. Cosgrove is with it immediately, but it's just pushed out of the side and away from the goal. And I should imagine that's going to be a goal kick. And Bristol Rovers are going to build from back with Garrett. But we've got a Bristol Rovers side who are trying to just not let goals in, and this is what Taylor always does. Is away. He's trying to not let goals in. It didn't work in the Championship. Perhaps it'll work in League One, but at the minute it isn't. Although that back line is looking difficult for people like Cosgrove to get through. Craig and Cosgrove, they're trying to do a triangle with Connell and trying to break up that defence, but Moore just picks it off, and Moore now tries running through, pushes it to on Cherry, loses it to Roberts for Barnsley on their left, but he sort of kicks it back. Ping pong. He pulls it back himself and then passes it to Moore. Moore for Bristol Rovers up to Moeller on the left. Crosses it, but Pines is there to give it to Creek. Oh, and Ward grabs it, and Ward has a shot from nowhere for Bristol Rovers. Cotter manages to stop it and kick it straight out. And Bristol Rovers are not out of it yet. Bristol Rovers are still in with a shot here as they have a really good chance there. And I say they're on the break. They are dangerous as Bristol Rovers are found offside. So that was an interesting manoeuvre there, because you've got Barnsley just pushing forward and trying to get down that right, and then all of a sudden they lose the ball, and a quick ball down the left for Bristol Rovers, and they've got a really good chance to equalise. Cosgrove has a shot, but it's blocked by Wilson. And Wilson now trying to play it along the back. So Barnsley now 1-0 up, Wrexham 1-0 up. Mansfield.
Who played centre half. Right back last week. He's moved into midfield.
We go to Mansfield.
Who's going to tuck in and play as part of a three, but he's certainly playing in the middle of the park and enjoying a bit of freedom as well. And it seems as well that the front three of Nombe, Wilkes, and
Barrow. We have a goal at Barrow. That is fresh out of the blocks there. We have Barrow, and Barrow are now 1-0 up against Swindon. So it's Barrow 1,
been doing some good running.
Swindon, nil.
Almost. The left wing backs almost better the left backs.
So Barrow are now in the lead. Bradford are in the lead. Chesterfield are in the lead. Bromley are in the lead away at Colchester. Doncaster are in the lead at home to Gillingham. Milton Keynes are in the lead, and we've got another goal at Newport County. And believe it or not, it's now Newport County 1, Port Vale 2. And who was the first one there? Port Vale first to score, first to go in the lead. Newport County equalised, and now Port Vale are back in the lead. Notts County Accies, and we've got Notts County 1, Accrington 0. Whoop, and we've got the odds have just gone at Notts County. Let's see what we've got here. Notts County nearly going in the net there, but Accrington managed to belt it away. And Notts County back in the attack. Down their left, Grant, Austin, and then Austin now for Bedu, Platt, cross to Macari. Macari back to Platt.
This time it will be carried forward. Lloyd Jones, and he once again does an adventurous long pass.
Oh, Abbott, and back to McGoldrick. McGoldrick in the box. Notts County. Oh, Love managed to block that one, and Love can come away with it, hopefully, if you're an Accrington fan anyway. And Accrington now trying to push it back out. And I think he just cleared it, but
they're relying on their wing backs, aren't they?
Absolutely nowhere.
When they don't go forward, seems to be a lack of options.
Yeah, at the minute, on that one, it's Notts County are certainly in the lead. Accrington seemed to panic a little bit when they got the ball.
To 13 points, Wrexham.
Doncaster. Crew versus Morecambe. We've not been on that one. As shot for Dimitru for Crew. Crew nearly scoring there, but bounces off the woodwork, and that may be a corner for Crew. But that was we came in there just as Crew had a shot on target, just off the woodwork. And Morecambe nearly going behind there, and now we've had another goal in League One. In League One, and penalty for Crew. Just as I'm giving you the penalty for Crew. Crew versus Morecambe, and I said they had a good shot, but now it's penalty to Crew. So it's now Wrexham. Wrexham 2. This is where it gets. I could do with all of you lot actually helping me. Wrexham 2, Shrewsbury 0. Penalty to Crew, and it's now Crew 1.
Just to put his head out there and nod it home. He seems to be watching the ball go
Morecambe
past him. He reacts and puts his arm.
0. So Crew have scored the penalty, and it's now Crew 1, Morecambe 0.
Extra stride to get in on it. I believe it was a shot by Small, but the bend on it really got the keeper panicking.
So they're now in the ascendancy there. Bradford still winning Carlisle 1-0.
Jones, the big number 5 for Charlton, halfway inside his own half. No immediate pressure on him, so he'll just carry it forward into the centre circle of his own half.
Where it gets difficult here, guys, I really could do with it. Really could do with some help. Oh dear. This is where going to. Yeah, obviously Bradford was the first goal that we saw. Barrow now winning Swindon 1-0. Chesterfield 1, Grimsby 0. Colchester 0, Bromley 1. Doncaster 1, Gillingham 0. Milton Keynes 1, Walsall 0. Newport 1, Port Vale 2. What did I say for? I said 3-2. See, I said Newport 3, Port Vale 2, and it's now Newport 1, Port Vale 2. So didn't do too bad. I'm still saying there's lots of goals in it, and there does appear to be, just not in the right direction. Notts County 1, Accrington 0, looking like being Notts County win there, to be honest. And we are into we're getting half times coming in there.
Enough, doesn't he, to put him off, but he found himself a nice little bit of space there
as we
from
try and
midfield,
move out of League 2. Back into League. Oh, and Bristol Road. What did I say about coming back from Barnsley? Are just, have they not learned? Barnsley, my friend from Barnsley must be saying, yeah, told you so, John. Told you so. It's now Barnsley 1, Bristol Rovers 1, and Wrexham 2, Shrewsbury 0. And they're both on 39. Actually, Wrexham's on 46 minutes. Barnsley's on 40, and Rotherham's on 34.
Skiddy, I think. Yeah, it's a good point. The delay was caused by the Rotherham manager who was late to the ground. As Luke Berry picks up just inside the Rotherham half, that's a sweep, the ball out to the far side and a good one.
So Rotherham United didn't turn up on time. Oh dear. Oh, and Chesterfield have now scored again. Chesterfield. So it does look like, I thought this was going to be a good ding-dong of a match. At the minute, it's not. It's Grimsby losing 2-0 at Chesterfield. I want to see who scored that. Dares we ask?
No, the game is...
McNally got the first one.
Settled into something that's not really settled. I'm totally contradicting myself. I'm talking probably nonsense there.
Not got any sign of the second one there.
There's no real pattern at all. Steve Evans isn't happy. He's questioning the fourth official. But that's just maybe something he's doing just to try and get himself going and find some inspiration to inspire his side. Because both teams they've got different formations. Matching each other up and cancelling each other out. Yeah, they definitely are.
I think our manager's going to get another red card, don't you? He really is harassing the fourth official again.
Now the pressure comes from Rotherham. They're sitting deep and letting them pass it around the back, but now they're starting to come press forward.
So let's have a look. Chesterfield winning 2-0. Have we got any game without a goal in League 2? No, it's just the Rotherham game that's not got a goal at the minute. Crewe, they're getting a goal, a penalty against Morecambe, and now they're leading 1-0. Barnsley doing their usual act, and yeah, okay, 36 minutes in, and guess what? They let a goal in. It's actually not in the same usual position. Usually, it's at the beginning or the end of the game. They've surprisingly let one in the middle. So, quite surprising. Where shall we go next? Let's go. Actually, there is a game with no goals, and that's Cheltenham 0, Harrogate 0.
He's going to flash it across the face of goal, and you're begging for someone to put the keys on the table and gamble everything. Just flashing across the face of goal like that in the 6-yard box. It's begging someone to slam it home. It was good play again by Adami, who seems to be going in to this game. But Colin couldn't quite anticipate where.
So Newport 1, let's have a look. 50 minminutes, and we've got Newport 1, Port Vale 2. This is looking like a really good game. I mean, the XG 0.99 to Notts County with 1 goal, 1.09 for Port Vale with 2 goals, 42% Newport, 58% play to Port Vale. Not a great deal of difference. 7 shots for Notts Newport County, 2 on target, and 1 goal. Port Vale 9 on target, 9 shots, 2 on target, 2 goals. So they've got 100% conversion rate, which is absolutely phenomenal. So Port Vale getting the conversion rate. You hit the target, you've got more chance of winning. Well, they both hit twice, but not. They've not both scored twice. So who's still playing? Barrow is still playing on 50 minutes. Newport still playing on 51 minutes. Let's just wait for the games to.
He did so well, and Gordon's just kind of looking at him, whereas there's all that space that everyone had gone towards the near persons. Lots of space at the far one.
51 minutes now at Newport.
When Gordon got in, he knows. It kind of dawns on him after
51 minutes at Barrow. Just trying to. Let's go to the Barrow Swindon one. Why not? Barrow are attacking down the middle with Newby. He runs it back to Eccleston, back to Spence. Spence now in the middle for Barrow. Barrow now back to. He loses it, but Eccleston grabs it back for Barrow. Barrow now pushing. Pushing forward, but they were offside. And Barrow can settle back now as Swindon tried to take that the offside kick, and Swindon can now try and take a bit of a breather with Freckleton. Across to Delaney. Right, they're not going to take a rest. They're actually going to try for it here. Up down the right, left-hand side to King. Is he going to let one last kick in? There's officially 30 seconds left here. Butterworth now back to right. King in the left-hand corner. Back to right. We're sort of right outside the box. Keogh kicks it in, but Canavan can kick that one out. And Kane grabs it. Delaney. Swindon now still in there. Kilkenny. Right on the right-hand side. Kilkenny doing a quick 1-2 with right. Delaney now in the middle. Back to Freckleton on the left. Freckleton now trying to play it down the left-hand side, but he's not able to get through the defence and pass it back to Delaney again. Delaney, he's going to go down the right-hand side. Not got much time. Right. Across Sabawali. And he kicks it across. Kilkenny has a shot, but it's off target. And it's actually called offside anyway. And that's when they blow the whistle. Barrow 1, Swindon 0. That's now half-time. We go to the bottom game. That's now half-time. Notts County 1, Accrington 0. We're going into the League 1, where it's half-time at Barnsley. Barnsley 1, Bristol Rovers 1. 4 minutes to the half-time at Charlton. It's Charlton 0, Rotherham 0. And Wrexham 2, Shrewsbury 0 is half-time. I'm going to get a coffee. I'll leave you with Rotherham United game, which is the only game going because Rotherham United turned up late. I can't believe that. That's just typical Evans, isn't it? I wonder if he did it on purpose. Slow down, driver.
The home side, Rotherham would be happy with a point on the road, but they'll want to get all 3 points coming off their first victory last weekend. Long throw down the line, turning that with a Rotherham foot. Nombe is going to carry it forward, shrugs off a man well. I should say it's Wilkes, and he's looking for the far side for Clark Harris. Just too much on it. Wilkes did very well there, positive run, skipped away from his man. Forward, picked up once again, but they turn back. And you lose that momentum, and maybe credit to that Charlton press. 41 minutes on the clock. We are 0-0 so far. And Joe Ramsey on the ball. We are inside the Charlton half. Go back once again. And yeah, you do have to credit the Charlton press because they sort of elevate into that Charlton half. They sort of force right back on, aren't they? Yes, perhaps we're not giving the two coaches enough respect. That's a good bit of play.
So far, we have Rotherham United are still playing, but our manager decided to turn them late.
He's breaking forward, he's giving away. Wilkes will go back to Rafferty, who looks up, and there's not any options because everyone's in centre field. Mark Jones seems to be the only man. He's a centre half, Charlton. Only one looking up and looking to play a pass forward, which is bizarre to see. But we're 3 minutes from the break. You wouldn't anticipate too much additional. There's a sweeping left with a ball up Nombe down the left flank for Rotherham. Cleared out, and it will be a throw for them. Will be out inside the Charlton half. Strongly cleared by Alexander Mitchell. They'll start again by throwing it backwards. They'll start again with Humphreys. He'll get 1 foot on the ball. He's a couple of yards out from his own box here. He's had to go backwards from Hadmi, I should say. Apologies. And the ball goes back to Gobert. He's just going to play it long. Looking for Mark Harris. That's a neat little flick on. And looking to get his man in behind. And it was picked up well by a Dauphin who made that overlapping run. And he's won his team the first corner of the afternoon.
Oh, sorry, yeah, and the first yellow card of the game as well. It's going to go to Charlton's Mitchell. Must have been in back play. Greg Doherty asks for a explanation from the official.
Well, if anybody is here, do comment.
In back play.
Tell me the side that you support.
Corner, first
You know my side, Wrong United, absolute crap. But hey, no. We're going to go down because Rotherham were 15 minutes late turning up at the ground, which is rather strange. How on earth can you? No. Well, it is London, I suppose.
Any elevation on the cross. He's had a good afternoon with deliveries in, but we talk about content.
Another fine for being late. Right, great.
Straight Charlton as well. You want to put it in the box.
Right. We're going to go down the results for half time.
The ball in the box. Maybe this is an opportunity for Reece James.
Yeah, Reece James just picks it up left foot ball. That's a bit better. He's got too much loft on it this time. There wasn't enough on the first one. And the second went, well, I'll do so much better. And too much loft on it. It's going to
So we have Barnsley 1, Bristol Rovers 1, with Barnsley scoring first, but once again, Bristol Rovers being caught on the break. And it's Bristol Rovers who have equalised at half time. Wrexham 2, Shrewsbury 0, with Wrexham in the driving seat there. In fact, it did sound like, I'll turn that down a little bit, it did sound like we could get a trouncing there. What did I say? I said 3-1 to Wrexham. God, it could be even worse than that. So we've got, Barnsley taking the lead, losing it at the last minute once again. We've got Wrexham flying 2-0. It really looks from the game there that it's. I was thinking Shrewsbury were actually had a good side. Jake, you let one in again. You let one in. I mean, from what I've seen, they can't. They've been no. I saw it on Bet365. So they show you the physical passes as it goes in, and it's like they've just caught you on the break. It's just like it's gone straight through defence. It's like from what I saw, it just went straight through defence. I mean, let's see if they've got an actual description of it on Sky, but it just seemed to be. See, from what I saw, it came down the left-hand side, down Bristol Rovers' left, and this sort of I saw Sotinu or something grab it, and all of a sudden it's gone straight into the centre and bang, it's in the net. But Sotinu got it down the left from just a one-shot ball from the back, and it was just like, oh, Sotinu's over there, go give it to him, boom. Where nobody's bothered marking him, nobody's bothered tackling him, and he's just been able to get the ball and cross it into the box. So now the defence, your left. Who's on left back? Who's on right back? Your right back was shite, wasn't there? But it came from Sotino on the left. He's the one that crossed it and passed it in, and he shouldn't have been able to cross it in the first place. So yeah, it should never have got in. So it's a multi. I wouldn't say it was just what happened in the box. It's this Sotino. Yeah. Soteriou. Oh God, I can't even say it. This Soteriou bloke just seems to have not been marked on their left, your right, and he's just managed to like get pretty straight in the box. And I think it was left. Yeah, because it was from the left. So he's passed it from the left side to the left side of the box, and then it went in from there. So the defence were not the best. I thought you'd. I heard you got two. You got two last minute transfers, didn't you, on the last day? Because everybody's been singing, saying, "Oh, they've done it." Yeah, and I think everybody's been saying, "Oh, yeah, you're going to do well." Now you've got those, but I don't know. Doesn't seem to be. We'll have to wait and see. Because it hang on a minute. Bristol Rovers. No. It's all these foreign players. I can't get these foreign players. How many bloody foreign players do people have? Because I've got your goalkeeper. Your goalkeeper, Slonina, and then you've got their attacker, Sotinino. Oh God, no! Yeah, Rotherham have now not won away from home for 179 days. No, it's 679 days. They're playing garbage. I think he's a sort of mildly garbage. Hey, Rotherham's game was 15 minutes late. Rotherham's team bus arrived 15 minutes late for the game. Only Evans could turn up to a fucking game 15 minutes late. Come on. I can't believe it. I mean, bloody Evans. For God's sake, it's middle of London. Surely you're not going to really try to turn up. I wonder if he's done it on purpose. He's already nearly got a red card, Evans, on the pitch. He was arguing with a fourth official. And you know what he's like. He's going to get sent off again. That'll be twice in 5 games. And I can see him getting sent off. I can just see him getting sent off. Well, you'd expect so, wouldn't you? Like, let's have some training before we start. Like, let's run up and down pitch. No, we'll just get straight on the pitch and try play football. Probably why they're playing shite, but you know. Okay. But Wrexham are just flying. Wrexham are just. Shrewsbury aren't playing too bad with the looks of it. They're just not. They're trying to catch them on the break, but they're just not anywhere in it. Just not in it. The game. I mean, Shrewsbury have got 45% possession, but they're just not. They're catching. They're only doing trying to catch them on the break, and it's just not working. It looks like it's going to be a whitewash at Wrexham. Another one. Yeah, they look extremely good. I mean, I originally put Wrexham for second, and I thought, no, everybody else is saying they're not going to cope with going up 2 divisions in 2 years. I'll put them back down to I think I put them back down to sort of somewhere between 6th and 8th, I think. And, you know, I think they're going to be very difficult to beat. They're going to be very difficult to beat. But they got Rotherham's Rathbone. Rathbone can play brilliant. It can play top Championship football if it can be bothered. But it couldn't be bothered last year, and this year is started playing again the same way. It's like I don't know what he needs to do to play his decent football. He just doesn't. No. And I saw him last week, and he's still not playing. He's playing as if he don't care. It's like, you know, those players who turn up for the cash, and then that's it. I've done my game. I'm off. My £12,000-15,000 a week that I get, and bugger off to to his mansion in Wrexham. But it's weird. It doesn't seem to really. No, it doesn't seem to really care. So I think I don't know. I think it's going to be difficult. Really difficult. I can't see them. I can't see them slipping up many times. I think style of play is probably right. I think they bought in a load of players who they know to be Championship quality, and they know to be. Yep, we've just started at Barnsley. They know to be Championship quality, but Championship football is not this. I keep saying this to the local Portsmouth people. Championship football is not the same as League One. So they got Championship players, and I was really expecting. I was expecting them to find it tough, because as soon as you get the ball in League One, you get 3 defenders straight on you. Whereas in Championship, they give you space. And I thought they'd struggle with it, but they don't seem to have. But they do seem to be slightly. I mean, even with Shrewsbury here, they're prone to a few attacks on the break. Cosgrove. I'm actually on. I'll show you where I've got the Rotherham game on there, but I've got you on there. So I've got you on that. I've got Rotherham on the game, and Bristol Rovers grabbed it back again. I tell you what, you're doing best down the left-hand side. So Barnsley are going down that left quite often. They've got a throw from the right now, just to prove me. Go on, prove me wrong. Barnsley have a throw in on the right-hand side in their own half. So let's see whether Barnsley can start well. Pass it back to Givini. Tries lofting it. Oh, I don't like those lofting balls. Over Mola grabs it. Mola's got it from that, so that didn't go anywhere. It looks like somebody's took him down, so it looks like a free kick to Bristol Rovers. But you're certainly going to need to get a goal in, because at the minute Bristol Rovers are just... Yeah, he is. I mean, he's always in there. Wherever you see there's like the ball on that side, and it's always on that side. It's as if they're playing it through him. Oh, Macho Cosgrove again. Bloody hell. I tell you what, Cosgrove has stopped a fair few last chance shots, and he's just stopped one there. Manages to get it to O'Keefe in the centre circle, but he's lost it. And one of Bristol Rovers players, Slanina, kicks it out. They had a long-range shot there, Bristol Rovers. Earl, left-hand side. Coming forward, Craig, O'Keefe. No, push it forward there. Bristol Rovers have just wellied it back. Hits O'Keefe apparently, and comes back for another Bristol Rovers to kick it, and goes as far as Gavini, who cleverly tries to, apparently he's kicked it out for a throw into Barnsley. Okay, but you've thrown it straight to Bristol Rovers. Now, yeah, I'd say Cotter at the minute looks like the best player so far. Shall we have a look at stats? I know a lot of people hate stats, but I think it shows. Wow. I don't think you want to see these stats. Barnsley fought 59% possession, Bristol Rovers 41%. But get this, a really good conversion rate. Barnsley 9 shots, 6 on target. Bristol Rovers 3 shots, 1 on target, 1 goal. It sounds almost as insane as the Rotherham figures. One of the first games we lost, and we got 16 shots on target, 0 goals. And it's reminiscent to Barnsley's figures today. You know, we're only on what we are. 50 minutes. Bilongo! Bilongo stops a shot there. He blocked it. So that's another on-target shot that Bilongo stops. Pushes it forward to Ward. He has a long-range shot, but he's kicked sideways by your goalie to McCormick. To the probably the only. Yeah, you could easily have been 4-0 up at half time. You should have been 4-0 up at half time, according to that. Just insane. Absolutely insane. A quick look at some of the other games. Notts County still 1-0. Oh my God! We've got a goal in. I said this one was going to be in League Two, was going to be a high-scoring game, but I thought it was going to be the opposite way around, and it's now. I keep putting my A's stop. I want my A to start working again. Newport 1, Port Vale 3. I can't remember where to put this one. I'll put it on anyway. Chesterfield's now up. Chesterfield 2. I think I put this one on actually, but Grimsby 1. So Billy Sharp scored again. Billy Sharp has he's not lost his shooting feet, I don't think, Jake. I really did wonder about his age. I really did. And then, but hell, he seems to be putting them away. You can't, you just don't seem to be able to stop Billy Sharp. And I think Rotherham are now, they've just come out for the second half. I just can't believe that Rotherham managed to turn up 15 minutes late for a football game. Oh, Cherry has a shot for Bristol Rovers, and Givini managed to block it, but Phillips, and then wellies it into the Bristol Rovers goal area, where Griffiths just gathers it up. So that was nearly another goal for Bristol Rovers. Bristol Rovers are now. I really thought when he came back from the USA, I thought he's not done well. He's coming back and he's just going to play some. He's going to become a. You passed it across. You've just passed it back to the goalkeeper. But you passed it right across from from your right corner all the way across to the goalkeeper, and they put it out for a goal kick. But why pass it back all the way across your own fucking back line when you've got Bristol Rovers players there to intercept it? And that's like one of them League Two mistakes, isn't it? I mean, and Barnsley just seem to be at the minute they're capable of doing the most stupid things in defence. Bilongo crosses it, and the only person keeping you in the game at the minute is your goalie. Barnsley's goalkeeper is doing a really good job at the minute. And I tell you what, if it wasn't for him, I think you'd be screwed at the minute. Gavini's doing well. Gavini's doing relatively well, but I think it was him that crossed it in front of his own goalkeeper. Another long ball by Barnsley, but that got nowhere. Kicks it back in, and Slanina on the edge of his box, right at the edge, gives it to Connell. Phillips. Back to Roberts, Craig for Barnsley in the middle. So we're doing this action. Gavini, Roberts tries a through ball to the left, but Ward gets that one and pushes it forward eventually to Cherry. Slanina gathers that one, and it's the speed of it. It's gone all the way from the Bristol Rovers penalty area all the way to the other end in about 30 seconds. Connell, far left. Craig, Cosgrove, 1-2. Garrett grabs that one, and Mola, and they try and break to right.
Once again, Humphreys, and that's not for the first time in the second half. It was a neat ball into the box. He gained half a yard from a late run-in, about 12 yards out from goal. He got too much on the ball.
Craig,
a few times
Cosgrove,
players have found a bit of space in the box.
Connell. Crosses it in, but Mola kicks it out to Cherry. They're playing quite. Bristol Rovers all of a sudden playing quite deep. A Barnsley player's got a yellow card. I've not actually looked at that. Let's have a look at the yellow cards so far. So Pines has come off for just after the half. Apparently we've just missed that one. Pines came off and O'Keefe came. That's right. That's where O'Keefe's come on. So Pines come off for O'Keefe. Wonder where O'Keefe had come from.
The box as if it's a corner. I mean, long ball into the box, and every time they line up for a long throw, they go short. There was a question mark over a foul throw there. The only thing that's been missing in this game, but balls from the box this time, and Rotherham able to clear for now. Flicked up in the air by Hamady.
So Rotherham are hanging in at the back. Oh, as Slanina stops another shot on goal, kicks it to O'Keefe, but Keefe loses it to Moore. And Moore now, Bristol Rovers are now starting to just turn up the heat on Barnsley. Oh, I tell you what, O'Keefe's just done a one there to Cotter, and Cotter, it Cotter on the far left-hand goalpost, and he passes it back to Connell, and he misses from. Well, it doesn't look like it was very far out. Put it that way, Jake. I don't know. He's missed that one, and it was like from his position on here, it should have been. Yeah, yards out, and he's missed the goal. Connell's just no, I don't believe it. Oh, Keeler Dunn's nicked it. Oh, Ward grabs it back. They tried doing a short pass from the goalie, and Barnsley nicked it right in the 6-yard box, and Ward. I think Bristol Rovers have been given a free kick, but yeah, they nicked it. Barnsley nicked it in the 6-yard box. They were just aching for a shot on goal. But let's have a look at some of the others. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Wrexham again. It's now Wrexham 3. Shrewsbury 0. I predicted Wrexham 3, Shrewsbury 1. It looks at the minute like it's going to be a very poor day, sad day for them. It's our friends at Bradford 1. Carlisle have now got one back. It's Carlisle 1. Whoops, something's happened at Chesterfield. Let's have a look at Chesterfield. All the odds have disappeared. Ooh. McLaughlin for Grimsby is injured at the minute. Looks quite a bad injury. It must be quite a bad injury because they removed all the betting odds. And Will Grigg. Chesterfield are definitely pushing for another goal. It looks like Chesterfield are encamped in Grimsby's area at the minute. Colchester 1. Bromley 1. So Colchester have equalised. From the penalty they had that they went behind to. So Colchester now equalised. Colchester 1. Bromley 1. Oh, go away, you. Right. Bromley 1. Donny still. Oh my God! I said this Newport game had goals in it, didn't I? What did I say about this Newport game? It's not going the direction I thought. It's now Newport 1. Port Vale. Luke Berry in a bit of space now, and he just sort of evaded it. He did play advantage to referee. 4. So Godden was back into his man smartly. Oh God. Notts County 1. Accrington 0. Accrington 0.
Yeah, well, he tried to take it on this right
Oh.
side, similar in the first half.
No, I can't see Rotherham winning their first game in 2 years yet.
Second corner in the game, and it's going to be another Rotherham one.
Corner off Ramsey. On the near side.
Rotherham have a corner. Shall we listen to the corner?
Rotherham, none for Charlton so far in the game. 55.5 minutes. They were thinking about a short one, but no, they're going to play it into the box for Joe Powell. Number 7, right arm up in the air. It's going to be a left-footed out-swinging corner. He's going to drive it with his left foot. He's trying to cover the ball, but didn't catch it right. It's just gone along the floor and hit the first man in a red shirt, and it's cleared all the way back to the Rotherham keeper.
Wow. Wow, that was a good corner. It ends up with the Rotherham keeper at the other end. It could only happen to Rotherham, couldn't it? It's a bit of a ping-pong ball at Rex. I mean, it's sort of going, how far can I kick the ball? But Shrewsbury aren't giving up because they build from the back. Seeing as it's me and you, we'll go to. I tell you what, there's only Rotherham could have a bloody corner, and it goes back to our bloody keeper, couldn't it? I mean, only one play. Oh dear.
Snapshot going to come in.
Oof.
At the edge of the box from Wilkes. Did it take a deflection? It didn't, and that's poor because he was in a promising position there and he got that all wrong.
Yeah, maybe was he distracted? He strikes the ball there. He slices right across it. Ooh, he comes right off the side of his boot. He's lining up so he can go almost to deceive the goalkeeper with his eyes and cut right back on himself. Oh, that's a bit of poor play by Jones. Otherwise, excellent. Driven out of play. Nombe cut the ball off of it. Still not quite worked
that
out.
Finishing touch again. Rotherham have a damn good chance of scoring. And what do we do?
He's going to have a pot shot, and what a shot it was. Liam Kelly, we talked about quality, and the first bit showed.
And Barnsley have scored.
The finish, that is 25 yards out from goal. Drives it with his right foot into the bottom right-hand corner. Keeper was scrambling. Nowhere near it.
Rotherham have scored. Rotherham and Barnsley at the same time. And it's Liam Kelly. 58 minutes. Are we going to win our first game away in 2 years? Miller stand. Up the Millers. And it's, I'll not finish this. I was typing this one in. I'll finish the one I was typing, shall I?
Mitchell thinks about putting a leg out there, then thinks better of it. But by that time,
so as I was typing that one, we got another goal in League One.
Strike by Kelly. It's almost accelerated as he gets close to the goal. Wonderful.
Oh, it's brilliant. He drove it. The question is,
We have to have a town that's got less letters in it. And we have both Barnsley and Rotherham winning at the same time.
So much time in his hands. By the time they went to close him down, it was too late. And he put his foot through it.
And Kelly just had all the time in the world, and he just slotted it home. In fact, Kelly just slotted it home. It's a carbon copy of the one against Huddersfield, with the looks of it. Just slotted it home, and it's like nobody's there. Boom. Only with less people in the way. Slots it home. Brilliant. Barnsley are making a substitution. So
Godden, and Hamadi have gone off, and it looks like Campbell is going to
triple substitution for Charlton. Oh my God. Help. Triple substitution now for Charlton. They go 1-0 behind, and 66 minutes at Barnsley. Now with Rotherham turning up 15 minutes late to the game, Rotherham's team turning up 15 minutes late to the game. It's only 60 minutes at Charlton. Only Rotherham United could turn up fucking 15 minutes late for a football game.
player asked to cramp ball.
Oh, Wrexham substitution. They're right. They're not. I know they're 3-0 up, but they're not actually. There's a lot of jitteriness at the back. They're not playing as tight at the back as what their position says. Their back, their defence isn't as good as as other teams are making them look. Shrewsbury is certainly getting through, and they're getting 1 or 2 shots. They're just not a very good, not got a very good front line. But we'll see if they get another one. So Barnsley 2, Bristol Rovers 1, Charlton 0, Rotherham 1. I've actually put a bet on 30 seconds before that for Rotherham to win. I only put £1 on. So will I win? Will I win my bet? If Rotherham get another goal, they pay out. So Liam Kelly, 58 minutes. Let's go quickly into League Two. Did say I was going to do that. Bradford City 2, Carlisle 0. That's another goal for Bradford. So Bradford have now gone back in the lead.
Small driven efforts that he wanted the handball.
Bradford 2.
Chest that, wasn't it? That would have been
Carlisle 1.
Fair to say, but yeah,
we said Colchester 1, Bromley 1. Crew 1, Morecambe 0. So Crew 1, Morecambe 0. Crew had a penalty just before the half. Actually, I went straight into that game as Crew got the penalty decision. There's Doncaster 1, Gillingham 0, Dons 1, Walsall 0, Newport 1, Port Vale 4, and they've actually removed the odds at the minute. Oh, they brought them back. They brought the odds back. No, they haven't. They've not brought the odds back for win, lose, or draw. Notts County 2, Accrington Stanley 0. I think that's a new one, isn't it? Yes, that's just in 67 minutes. We've just got a goal for Notts County. So Notts County got into a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, thanks. Say that Enrique and Campbell do give a different threat down. They're both happy to run
so
behind.
Ackies are now 2-0 down. Oh, hell. 2 goals in a minute there. And I'm sort of like, wow, can't believe it.
Bench.
Well, let's have a look at Barnsley then, because we're watching the Rotherham one, so that's fine. Barnsley with Benson. Oh, down to the left-hand side for Keeler Dunn. Keeler Dunn, what's he going to do? Can he cross it in? No, he can't get past the defence. Was it gone? Has he kick? I think it might be a corner to Barnes. Corner to Barnsley, I think.
So far.
There's a corner to Barnsley, I believe. So can Barnsley go 3-1 up? No. Got by Griffiths, who kicks it well as it out to give him back in his own 6-yard box. That's a bloody good kick. And then Barnsley just lose it in defence. Why have they lost it in defence from an attacking situation? And McGivney again. It's restoring, kicks it, and he's doing good in defence, but he's not giving it to a Barnsley player. He keeps giving it to a Bristol Rovers player. Bristol Rovers there, they nearly went through, but they were caught offside. McGivney just managed to push forward enough to get him offside. He's been like lurking on the back, doing a really good defensive job, but we're just not giving it to the right colour shirt.
Searching ball for Rafford take. It was the back post and Malik Wilkes missed his kick entirely. Charlton might be able to break.
Malik Wilkes nearly, if he'd have connected with it, it would have been in the net. Malik Wilkes misses an open net, and it goes straight to Charlton to break. But a good cross there. You see, we're playing it down the wings, and Malik just couldn't get his foot to it, and it just slices straight past into a Charlton player.
He goes out for a goal kick. 25 or so.
Bristol Rovers, Mola.
Charlton 0, Rotherham 1. Independent studio commentary. Look at the remaining options.
Let's go to that one there.
Charlton. Through the goalkeeper. Edmonds Green.
Charlton's Campbell's got it near the box. Trying to get it past the Rotherham defence.
Some recognisable names for Rotherham. Should see Evans to change things, but he might want to keep things the same because his team are the ones.
Looks like Charlton's got a corner.
I can't come across and hit it into the ground out for a throw.
52% possession to Charlton, 48 to Rotherham. I think this one. Charlton 7 shots, none on target. Rotherham 9 shots, 4 on target. And they've just took the corner, and it's 8 shots now to Charlton, none on target. So they still can't get one on target. Thank God. And it's as it whistles past Rotherham's post, it's now Rotherham's goal kick. Well, Dylan can. What's Dylan going to do? Is he going to do it short, long?
Free kick for Charlton. Needs a good delivery. Wrexham still bringing it up. Barnsley, they've got 2 of them. Then Bristol Rovers, Wrexham beating Shrewsbury.
What's that? What's that? Have we got Barnsley? No. I thought he said we got a Barnsley goal then. Nah, 2-1.
Bit of a scramble and an EK totally misses his header. I thought that was a free header, or was it off it in front of him? We could see a replay over that one.
Charlton nearly scored then. I went to Barnsley and Charlton nearly scored. O'Keefe. Oh, Mola grabs that one. And that's another one where Barnsley nearly pushed it in there. Mola's doing well for Bristol Rovers, I must admit. He's always in there trying to grab the ball away. And see anything else in here? We've got 4-1.
Rotherham sitting deep. Could maybe do with a second. Dockley back to commentary.
1-1.
Further back with Campbell now on the pitch. He's in a more advanced role, but he's giving the ball away. Wilkes has it. Wilkes wide to a Doffin whose shot is wide. It scuffed it somewhat. My initial reaction was that.
Well, Doffin has another shot for Rotherham, but it's wide of the target.
Caught a deflection with his efforts, but that wasn't the case. Charlton tried to get on with it.
Barnsley have whacked that Ward from Bristol Rovers, and he's now down injured. There's a bit of an injury break at Barnsley.
Chips it forward, just down by number into his path. Jones Reedy gets the tackle in. Malik Wilkes.
Come on, Wilkes.
Back, then Coventry has to scramble it back to Jones, who will just hoof it clear.
Jones.
Rotherham enjoying some territory. Not always been the case, but they are the team that lead 1-0.
Rotherham now on the attack.
Studio commentary. Powell, inside ball to Kelly, the goal scorer. Works back to James. So
James will playing it on the back line now. Can Rotherham play it from the back? Is the question.
Oh, caught by Campbell. Humphries cut back inside.
Campbell, no.
Goes back to Coventry now. Campbell. Down the Alan Campbell down the left foot.
He seems to be able to run for miles, Campbell. You know, this Charlton player, like he can run for miles, and Rotherham just don't seem to be able to tackle him.
Tyrese Campbell. Tyrese Campbell, the ball falls through, getting the block away, or the shot away. There was a block in there by Liam Kelly and another Rotherham defender tracking back.
We keep getting. In fact, Bristol Rovers have actually substituted that player. So Bristol Rovers think it's enough of an injury to take him off.
Kelly's there, flies into the ball. Great block by the Scot. Poor defending initially, but Kelly's there to.
Carol Rams or James now for Rotherham. Oh, I lose it to Tyrese Campbell. McCart grabs in. Tyrese Campbell. No. Shit! Charlton 1, Rotherham 1. Charlton have equalised. Charlton 1, Rotherham 1.
Wandered away. He's the match winner as things stand. Campbell wasn't too impressed by his actions on that occasion. Now with
just being caught at the back end. The radio will catch up in a minute.
Mitchell. Yellow card for the first half. Into Ramsey.
They go to Barnsley then. Barnsley now having another substitution.
He's got it back from Ramsey into Tyrese Campbell. He's been really busy since coming on. Sliding, challenging. Ricochet back to Tyrese Campbell. Now Alan Campbell. He has a nose for a goal. And give it to Chuksanike. Gets it out of his feet. Oh, what a strike by the former Arsenal man. Out of his feet. And into the top corner. He missed a far easier opportunity just moments ago, but that was a wonderful effort from Chuck.
No, it's not a wonderful effort. It's a horrible effort. Bugger off. So Charlton 1, Rotherham 1. Wrexham 3, Shrewsbury 0.
Opposite centre forward congratulates him.
Ford. Donker for. Oh, Donker pushes it forward for Bristol Rovers. And Barnsley kick it out. Garrett now comes back in for Bristol Rovers. And Omacherry for Bristol Rovers. But Craig robs it from him. Gives it to Keeler Dunn. Can he do anything with it? Cosgrove pushes it forward. It's wellied back out to Connell. Connell now for Barnsley. Barnsley in the centre circle. Kicks it forward. We're doing a long ball now from Barnsley. It's 2 long balls in a row, but Mola comes out there. The Barnsley are doing a long ball job here. And
all to play for in this game.
Sousa.
Into the final quarter. It's still Barnsley 2, Bristol Rovers 1. Wrexham.
O'Keefe. Connell. Centre circle. Pass it back to O'Keefe. Sousa gets it from him. But Keeler Dunn grabs it, pass it back to Craig. Craig now. Pushes it forward to Cosgrove. Cosgrove doing well all the way up Lofthouse. Passes it to Lofthouse, to Benson, to Craig, to Benson. Just playing a bit of, good 1-2 football. Connell, we're going to try and make play the way into the box this time instead of welling it into the middle. And that might be a free kick to Barnsley. If it is, it's right on the edge of the box.
Substitutes, I should say, but they look lively, and their tails seem to be open.
So wait and see whether this is if it is, it's a dangerous free kick for Barnsley. Right on the edge of the Bristol Rovers box.
A few leggy bodies out there for the Millers, and maybe a substitute is needed to maybe just take a stronghold on this game and survive that Charlton pressure, because they've got the momentum now and they have the crowd on their side.
Dons 1, Walsall 0.
Is going to come by the looks of it. Sean McWilliams as well is ready. He's number 17.
Oh God, they're bringing Sean McWilliams on. Oh, never mind.
Kelly will be one of those who comes off, and McWilliams, you'd imagine, former Northampton man, would slot in to the middle.
Good question, Jake.
Park, Hugo for one of the front three.
I wasn't overly pleased that he got it in the first place, but is the owner's favourite person? I don't know. I won't bank on it.
Offering too many instructions.
What does that Rotherham fan think? Do you think we'll have Evans at the end of the year? If we're in the bottom half?
Kelly will go off.
Will we keep? Connell has a shot, but it's off target. I'm going to say that he'll probably stick with him, but because we started off with Evans saying that we're going to be challenging for promotion. We're challenging for promotion, and in the last couple of 2 weeks, he's changed his tune. He started to say this is a consolidation year for Rotherham. Now, how you can have a consolidation year with all every one of those players that come in are on, apart from this old fart that's just come on, are on 2-year contracts. It can't be a consolidation year if you're staying there for another year, because then you've got to go up and have no players when you get promoted. Little bit confused as to what Steve Evans' remit is.
It does seem that way. Nice couple of flick-ons by him, bringing players into the game, but nothing really to write home about.
Cosgrove, hang on a minute. Have to go back into that one. Barnsley were just... Oh! Griffiths grabs it from Cosgrove's feet. Kicks it out to Sousa. Bristol Rovers are on the attack, and Earl intercepts that one at the right time. So actually, Barnsley had a good defence there. They actually managed to stop that ball from getting in via the left-hand side. And I must admit, Bristol Rovers are trying to poke it down the left. It to Sousa and then try to cross across. Again, left-hand side, Donker, Sinclair. Bristol Rovers now pressurising. We had a Bristol Rovers caught offside, but Bristol Rovers are now starting to push. They're trying to get that goal.
Alan Campbell wins it, and the break will be on here for Charlton.
Oh God, Charlton! Oh dear.
It was an awkward ball, wasn't it? He was in two minds, I believe.
Phillips kicks it forward, Small grabs it, kicks it out. Rotherham throw in on the right-hand side, halfway up.
Especially when they take it short, Tyrese Campbell's in there, but it's away by Rapperton, and Williams knocks it half.
78 minutes at Charlton, and we have a throw in for Rotherham on the far right. Matt Wilkes loses it to Jones, gives it to Coventry. Hugill grabs it. Wilkes. Hugill and Wilkes, and Gillespie nicks it, but McDonald's right up the front and loses it to Doherty right in the middle of the area, and Rotherham. No, you've got to keep it in midfield better than that. Gillespie just nicks it from the Rotherham player, pushes it to Campbell down the left-hand side, and Charlton are found offside. We can't be seen to be losing it in places like that. We just lost it in the right in an attacking position, and if you lose it there when you've got a high back, you're going to pay for it. And Rapperton tries to pass it along that back line.
Beautiful goal, so definitely have made a difference.
Yes, Ramsey seemed to block his man there. Robert wanted to say a penalty. It won't happen though. There's a bit of uncertainty at the back as Phillips comes and clears his lines with Neva Humphreys.
Yeah, all the odds went, but it should have been a penalty for Rotherham then, but the Bet365 took away all the odds, thinking it was. So there'll be another one that people start talking about afterwards.
It's a chance for Rotherham just to calm things down and try and play the game at their own pace.
Yeah, I really don't think he needed to go early either. He had the pace to beat this man.
Hugill outside the box. What's he going to do? Try and play it in, or is he going to try and shoot from there? Tries a half-hearted shot, and Mitchell can build for Charlton, but McCart grabs that. McCart's not doing too bad.
10 minutes to go.
James for Rotherham. Oh, Matt Wilkes, come on, grab it from him. Matt Wilkes grabs it. Oh, Hugill, come on, Hugill, get away with it. Nah, don't lose it to Small. Adolphin, Rafferty. Throw into Rotherham. Adolphin. Took quick.
Long ball back underway. Rotherham clear. Phillips through his opposite.
It's end-to-end stuff at Rotherham, at Charlton. Let's have a look at League Two. Let's go to. We'll go to League Two. Barrow 1, Swindon 0, Bradford 2, Carlisle 1, Cheltenham 1, Harrogate 0, Chesterfield 2, Grimsby 1, Colchester 1, Bromley 1, Crewe 1, Morecambe 0, Doncaster 1, Gillingham 0, Milton Keynes still 1-0 up at home to Walsall, Notts County 2, Accrington 0, and still Newport County 1, Port Vale 4. So yeah, we're not seeing Doncaster. Anything on there? Is that just the fact that it's 95 minutes of 95 minutes? I think that's why that's gone off. So things are now starting to finish. Cheltenham's finished.
Set pieces definitely fundamental behind the joy, and if they can make the most of this corner with 8 minutes to go.
Coventry wilts now. We don't do very well at the corner.
In the box right and find the quality, which will lead to a goal.
Sean McWilliams in the centre circle. Lose it to Gillespie, but Humphreys grabs it for Rotherham. Pushes it to Hugill. Can he do a 1-2? No, he's out for a throw into Rotherham. Rotherham making another substitution with 83 minutes gone. They're desperate to get this first win in 2 years. I can't believe I'm still saying that after all this time. Malik Wilkes, of course, missed the chance to make it 2-0.
Williams has to go back to Phillips. He'll whip it clear. The game really stretched at the moment. Seems to be able to put the foot on the ball.
Gillespie in the corner.
Jordan Hugo, who then loses
a song. Oh, Gillespie grabs it from a song.
Rotherham dug up on the far side as we look at this independent studio commentary. There are 7 minutes left.
There is 7 minutes left, and to be fair to Rotherham, they've not sat back and invited that Charlton pressure. They've taken the game back.
Well, we've got Hugill and Williams and Donald to come on.
And you just think once they got that equaliser, Charlton, they just keep pushing on and try and get the winner, especially being at home. But no, they've sat back, and you can see how they've set up. They've sat back right in their own final defense, their first defensive third, which surprises me, to be honest. And they're the ones under the caution, we speak.
Yeah, attacking change. SAL songs come on to play right up front alongside Jordan Hugo. Malik Wilkes would.
I'm looking at the players, was I? Bet 365's got it totally wrong again, as usual. Rotherham have a shot, but it's wide, and it's a goal kick to Charlton.
A teammate has come short through. Looks like he's going to wind up.
3-0 to Wrexham is a final score. And I believe go to the commentary. No, we're still 7 minutes added time at Barnsley. 7 minutes of added time. They're on 90 minutes at the minute, so that's another 7 minutes to go at Barnsley. So 91 minutes now, 97 at Barnsley. As Rotherham have another throw in on the halfway line on the right.
It's just the players haven't been in the right position. positions, and when they have, the headers are so misused.
But Jones grabs it. Rafferty
It's not that over,
were
right?
very high as a
Yeah,
good
he's got too much
push. I
pressure
mean,
on his head.
it's a decent enough cross, I think.
Well,
Oh, Hugill has a shot, but it's off target. And Hugill has to get it on target from there. Really does. At this point in the game, you have to get it on target.
First couple of touches for some.
But Rotherham are pushing, and it's 92.5 minutes of 97 at Barnsley, with Gavini in near the centre circle. It looks like Barnsley are now going to try and slow this game down and kill it. Lofthouse on the left,
Down the line.
back to Earl, back to Benson, forward into the corner, runs forward into left corner. Shaw grabs it, O'Connell.
Just wide. The keeper was flying to his right hand side.
O'Connell.
Wasn't on target. One of those that when it pops
What
up
can
there,
O'Connell do?
gotta hit it. Hugo
Is this another free
far
kick?
away.
yeah, he timed his volley
Has he got 2 free kicks in the same bloody position? Does it? Looks like they've got a free kick. Barnsley got a free kick right on the edge of the box again, in exactly the same position where they had a good chance last time. So 93.5 minutes. Oh, it's gone in, but it's kicked straight out to a Bristol Rovers player in the centre circle. And Bristol Rovers now trying to do a break. But Barnsley welly it all the way to the other end, and Marsh kicks it across, but it's kicked back, and it's only as far as Marsh on the opposite side. And Marsh now goes, come on, do something with it. It's too long. Earl loses it to Garrett. Garrett gives it to Shaw. And that could have been so much better by Barnsley. They could have been 3-1 up there. If it had been played properly, it would have been 3-1. As Craig tries to build. Ford! No! Ford's in the right place on the right hand side. Ford's got past the defence. He's got all the way past the defence. He's got to the byline. He's pulled it back, and Donker. Oh, Donker's missed the target. That could have been 2-2. That could have been 2-2 in the last minute. The last 3 minutes. Barnsley nearly lose it in the last 3 minutes. That's not like Barnsley, is it? So, nearly. If Donker had had that one on target, that would have been 2-2 with 95 minutes of 97 played, and Barnsley nearly throw it away. 5 minutes of extra time, and Shaw's back in it again, and Shaw gives it to Sousa, and Sousa runs into the box. Sousa turns around, comes back a bit, crosses it. Hang on, I better not be a fucking. Don't give that a. That'll not be a penalty.
Kelly and an EK, but maybe as much as
Shaw has a shot on target, and that's deemed as a The shot left the Bristol Rovers guy as the Barnsley player fouled him. So apparently it's a yellow card to the Barnsley player, but it's a goal kick. So yellow card to Barnsley in the penalty area, goal kick. Roberts now. Barnsley are playing it dangerous. It's not like them. Rotherham, it's end to end at Charlton. It really is. Sinclair grabs it from the Barnsley defence. Give me. Defends well. Marsh. They need to do something. Benson runs the whole end of the fence. Benson, shot off target, and it's a goal kick to Bristol Rovers. And for once, you had Barnsley doing the running from end to end. And it's now 97 minutes of 97 minutes. As O'Keefe gets that clearance from Bristol Rovers. And it's full time. Barnsley 2. We'll put that one on for you. Barnsley 2. Bristol Rovers 1 and Barnsley have won. Let's go back to the Rotherham game then. And Rotherham are attacking with Ramsey. Oh, no. Charlton with Ramsey. I always look at the red shirts because that's not Rotherham. Black shirts, Rotherham. 5 minutes. We've got 3 minutes 10 seconds for Rotherham. And they've got throwing in their own half on the right hand side. Back to Dylan Phillips in the goal. Strange, but let's see what he does with it. Oh, threads it through, but Rotherham are offside immediately. Good plan there. I really didn't think that would work, but it nearly did. Yeah, Rotherham had a good chance there, just couldn't time it right, and it's still Charlton 1, Rotherham 1. Charlton have a throw in the Rotherham half. Could quite easily get that into the penalty area. What will they do? Will they do it short or long? As we have another 2 minutes 10 seconds. Anik, Doffin nicks it from the right point there. Doffin. Oh, bloody hell. Get it further than that. Rafferty nicks it off small.
Several of their promotion rivals off this weekend.
Doherty. Coventry. And at the minute, they're just trying to hold on. Give it to Campbell. Stop it. McWilliams gives it to Campbell again. Anek. Jesus. Anek's crossing it to. Oh, and it's a shot, but McCart manages to stop that one. God knows how. Back to Dylan Phillips. No, don't pass it in front of your own fucking goal. This is getting hairy. At the minute, I won't be saying whether we're going to win, get a draw.
He goes on, ponderous.
A song came on for Wilkes, and a song seems to be not bad, but he's not doing brilliant. Well, Anek gets it in the middle, but McCart kicks it away to only as far as Gillespie. Gillespie gives it to Small, who's been a pain in the arse. Gives it to Anek and James. Oh shit! Ramsey nearly had it then, and Phillips is going to have to kick that one straight out. And Charlton are on the attack here, and Charlton are pressing like mad. I think Phillips is going to just kick it as far as he can, only as far as Jones in their own half. The Charlton have the ball in their own half. Can Rotherham do anything? It's now 95 minutes of 95. I'd probably accept a 1-1. Charlton are one of the better sides, but hell, that's been one hell of a game.
Decent draw this for Rotherham. Notoriously poor record on the road, no way. He wins since November 2022.
Looks like Yeah, full time, and it's Charlton 1, Rotherham 1. We will put it up. I've lost my bet. I actually put a bet on Rotherham winning this one, but we didn't. It's Charlton 1, Rotherham 1, and we wait to see the excuse for Rotherham United turning up to the game 15 minutes late. So thank you very much. Like and subscribe. Click the notifications. I'm back off holiday because I had a holiday last week. I do hope you did well without me. Yeah. Like, subscribe. Next time, share it away.
That's all. We've got time for an entertaining game at the Valley. Charlton Rotherham split.
So it's ended. Rotherham 1 away at Charlton. Barnsley 2, Bristol Rovers 1, and they nearly lost it in the last few minutes. In the last 2 minutes, in fact. And I wish you all good luck. Goodbye, and I will see you all next week for another watch along. I'll do the usual League One, the League One predictions, and I look forward to seeing you next week on John S's Sports Channel. Thank you for watching.